This video is brought to you by the 3-Minute Board Game patrons. Keep us independent by supporting us on Patreon. Kia ora koutou and welcome to Apiary in about 3 minutes. Review copy used. It has a solo mode. It's a game for 1 to 5 players. Playing time is long, and it's a moderately complex game. You are a space bee, part of a massive deep space hive. Can your beehive be the best it can be? The game ends after every space in the hibernation comb has been occupied. The winner is the player with the most points, and you get these from tons of sources. Just look for this symbol. Worker placement. You can place worker bees to gain the associated benefits. Card management. Cards can be used to score points or discarded for effects. Tile management. Each tile you claim goes onto your player board. Player turn. The game has 3 basic resources: water, pollen, and fiber, as well as wax and honey. Each player also starts with a random shipboard. Each player has a docking mat where they store their workers. The workers have a numerical value on them, so keep them the right way up. The most common action you will take is to place a worker from here onto the board. Explore is the first action. It lets you move the queen ship that many spaces. If you move onto an unexplored space, claim its yellow token. Then choose what resources this planet will generate. You also gain those resources. Different planets will have different rewards. Resources are placed onto available spaces on your ship. If you cannot place resources, advance on the queen track here for each resource dropped. Now when a third worker is placed here, the first player's worker is shunted off. It returns to its player board with its value increased by 1. Green also placed a 4, so they get to use the 4 space on the planet they go to, as shown here. When a 4 is shunted off the board from any space, you may choose to hibernate that worker. Place a hibernation token on a space and claim its reward. Then place the worker as a 1 beside the board. Grow lets you get new strength 1 workers and board extensions and upgrades your faction tile. These spaces allow you to build farms, hire recruits, and gain developments. The cost is shown at the bottom of each tile, and the row you can pick from is determined by the combined strength of the workers placed there. Replace any tiles picked from the stack. Carve needs a 4 and lets you spend honey to claim one of these special tiles. All tiles you claim go onto your ship board. Ship placement spaces can give bonuses, and filling up the board scores points. Convert lets you exchange cards and resources as many times as you have worker strength. A 4 placed here will let you teach a dance, which allows you to customize a new conversion rule. Research lets you draw cards and keep 1, and the 4 lets you plant 1 for scoring later. Instead of waiting for your workers to be shunted off the board, you may take an action to claim them. They go to your docking mat or landing area, your choice. Those in the top area increase by 1 and the others don't. Also collect income from any farm tiles you have, 1 per worker claim. At any time in your turn you may discard a card for a basic resource or take the action on it. Why would you like this game? Apiary is a game about space bees, and I can't for the life of me figure out if it started off about bees first or if it was sci-fi first. Either way, it makes for an eye-catching and unique theme. The worker placement and upgrading system of Apiary isn't new, but I feel this is a really good and thematic implementation of it. To me, the meat of the game are the tons of various upgrade tiles you can buy and put on your board, and I love it when a game gives me a smorgasbord of options for how to build my game engine. Do not underestimate the utility of the seed cards as well. They are absolute game changers. All up, a very good worker placement game with fun engines to build and a crackerjack theme. The best thing about this game is space bees! I love this ridiculous theming. However, there is an official variant that limits you to playing 2 seed cards per turn. I recommend playing with this, as players can hoard and dump cards otherwise. The openness of the game can be a bit overwhelming for new players too. There's a ton to keep track of. The worker system is very similar to Euphoria by the same publisher, and Wormspan is by the same designer. Apiary. I don't want to be a pirate, but I do need your honey. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.